everybody. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I was so shocked. Like, I am still shocked. I couldn't believe. It's Riyah. Welcome back to my motherfucking channel, and it is Friday, niggas. It's Friday, and you guys know every week I choose a new rider. I was supposed to choose a rider from Instagram this week, but see, my phone is like dead broke, like broke, like in half broke. Not in half, but like the front came off. So I'm working on getting a new phone, so I don't have access to my Snapchat. I don't have access to my, I have access to my Instagram and stuff from my computer, and I can use the boys' tablets, but like the quality is just not as good as an Apple product. So I picked another person from Twitter, and let's get right up into the rider of the week. My rider of the week today is Miss Crystal Bell. Isn't she pretty? Oh, she got like eyes like mine. That's probably why I chose her. But give it up for Crystal Bell. Thank you, Crystal Bell, for sending me your tweet. Tweet me #RYDAYYY for it to be featured. And this week you can Instagram me a picture and just use the #RYDAY so that I can find your stuff. If you don't use the #RYDAY, I'm not seeing your stuff. So let's get right into the story time. I'm gonna do another story time about Travis, but I'm tired to talk about him right now. So I'm gonna do a story time about when I got scammed by a couple members of my family. Y'all probably like, damn, but it's not my immediate family. It's not the family that you guys got to know on my blogs. Like, that's my nana's. Y'all, being pregnant got me out of breath. Now I can really tell y'all why I be out of breath. Not my mom's side, which is my nana's side. Like, they've never done anything like that to me. Like, my nana's kids and family, they've never done anything like this to me. I'm not gonna say who it was because I'm pretty sure they probably watch my videos. I'm just gonna tell y'all about the story. So this happened when I was pregnant with Aiden, which was about almost 6 years ago. And so I have someone in my family that was doing taxes. She knew how to do taxes. I didn't work, but she still was able to do my taxes. Now let me know if you follow me. If you don't, comment in the comment section down below and be like, Mariah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what do you mean you didn't work, but she still got the taxes? Comment down below and we can let you guys know. But she knew how to file taxes. This person was my aunt, and she had like a little thing with my cousin where like they would just get people, like find people who would do self-employment, and they would be able to file your taxes and get you like, I don't know, however much back. Trusting them, I just was like, okay, we can do it. I'm about to have a baby anyway. I need a little bit of extra money. It is what it is. So my aunt filed the taxes for me, and so like I was just kind of dealing with my cousin. Like, I was just kind of like, oh, what's up with the taxes, blah 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 blah. They like, oh, we waiting on the check. It was being sent to my cousin's house, who lives here in Newark. Not here in Newark, because I'm not in Newark right now, but she lived in Newark. It was being sent there, and at this time I moved with Jose, so like I was up in Newark whenever Jose would drop me off because I didn't have a car yet. So I was in Newark whenever he dropped me off, and so one day she called me. She was like, I'm like, why she calling me? But I thought about it. I picked up the phone. She's like, all right, yes, bitch, I got the check. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, so what you want me to come down there tomorrow? We could do. She's like, no, I'm coming up there to get you. My dad lives 40 minutes away. I still love my family. Let me just get this out of the way. Like, I don't have no ill will towards my family. I still love them. It is what it is. And I just don't trust y'all with that type of. I don't trust y'all with that part, you know. But like, I still love them. Like, it is what it is. But she's like, nah, bitch, I'm coming to get you now. We're gonna go cash this check. I was under the impression that I was getting $1,200. And like they was doing it for another man, and he was getting a certain amount of money, and they was doing it for a lot of people. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go cash the check. So in my mind, I'm thinking like I'm cashing this $1,200 check. It's like, all right. She picked me up. We go to the check cashing place in Newark, not up here where I live, but in Newark we went to cash a check. So we was talking about it the whole time, like, yeah, I'm gonna go get Aiden this, I'm gonna go get Aiden that, like I'm gonna go shopping for Aiden, blah 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 blah. This whole time I'm still thinking that the check is like $1,200. So we get to the check cashing place. She's like, all right, go in. I'm like, oh, you're not going with me? And I was like, I'm still sketchy like this. Like, I'm sketchy about some places in Newark. Like, some places in Newark, like, a bitch be having, like, I'm like, nah, like, I don't want to go in there by myself. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to go in there with you or whatever like that, because we've been cashing these checks and I don't want to be seen on camera. I'm like, okay, no, this is all some type of, this is scamming stuff, okay? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I take the check, I go inside, I take the check out, and I go to sign the check, but I look at the check, and the check is almost $4,000. So I'm like, I promise y'all, like, I'm not dumb at all, but I trust my family, so I'm like, damn, almost $4,000, but I trust them, so I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I cash the check, I come back out, I get in the car, she give me my she count my $1,200 off, and she like, okay, this gotta go to this person, then me and aunt whatever gonna get our cut or whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, because honestly, if somebody doing your tax for you and you ain't work, they're gonna get a cut. I already knew that. So she like, this go to him, this go to me, this go to auntie. So, and then she peels off an extra $200 and she gives it to me like, shit, he ain't gonna know the difference or whatever like that. Like, I just tell him it was this. So I have $1,400. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we are done with that. I then, like, maybe Aiden was probably like, Aiden was probably like 2 months at this time. Mind y'all, this happened around April, May. Because we was waiting a minute to get a check. It was a paper check. We was waiting a minute, there was no direct deposit. We was waiting a minute. When you file your taxes like that, you file on paper, you do all that. Like, you take a minute to get the check. So, all this time had went past. I didn't think anything was wrong about it. Like, I didn't think anything was wrong. So, let's fast forward to about, I'm gonna say the following year, but it was like January, February, when it was time to do it again. Was I working at this time? I don't think I had a job. I think I was about to work. Like, I took some time off because I was just, I had Aiden. I didn't work till Aiden was like 6 months because I was still breastfeeding. So I'm like, okay, it's time, we're gonna do it again. They're like, all right, we're gonna do it again. So supposedly, my aunt and my cousin got into an argument over money because something didn't go the way my cousin wanted it to go. So when they got into an argument, I was kind of put into the middle of it at some point, and my cousin called me like going off about my aunt. So she like, I don't trust her, like she's so shady. She always talk. Now family go back and forth all the time, so I don't want y'all to take this as an opportunity to say, oh, your cousin fucking shady, oh, your aunt fucking shady. I don't need to hear that, so don't write it in my comment section because it'll be deleted. But she called me saying like, oh, she's shady, she this, that, and the third, and I don't even know why you failed to text her again because she got over on you last time. So I'm like, bitch, what? What you mean? Like, what you mean she got over on me? So she like, so truth be told, Mariah, that check was all your check. And I'm like, what? She was like, Aunt Isabel, I'm gonna call her Aunt Isabel. Aunt Isabel told me to give you $1,200 and she was gonna get such and such, and I only got such and such out of the deal. So I'm like, what? Oh, that's fucked up. Like, that's fucked. Like, she would do that to me. I'm like, damn, that's my aunt. Like, I never would have thought she'd do something like that to me. So, and then my cousin like, yep, she did that. She told me to give you X, Y, and Z, but really you should have got way more than that because that check was all in your name. So I'm like, I never even thought about it like that. Like, I just thought y'all was supposed to be doing like that. She was like, I had a conversation with her, and Isabel said, give Mariah this, give me this, and then you take this. So it made sense. Now it started making sense. Like, so if a check that you have is cut out for a certain amount of people, and you promise this person this amount of money, you can't take $200 from his money and give it to me off. Like, you can't just do that. So then I'm like, damn, she probably gave me $200 from her money. Like, that's probably what happened. Like, cause she was like, he don't know how much the check was anyway. So I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, I can't believe Aunt Isabel would do that to me. Like, I'm thinking on some shit like that. Like, oh, that's really fucked up. She would do that to me. Like, that's my aunt. So this whole time, like, she telling me stuff, I end up, my cousin was telling me this, and I don't think that she thought that I was gonna go and ask my aunt, because I'm harping on this shit. Like, I didn't ask her probably till like 3 weeks later, because I'm thinking about it. At this point, I got my Aunt Trenda involved. I'm like, yeah, Aunt Trenda, is it supposed to go like X, Y, and Z? And I told her what happened, and I told her what my cousin said. She was like, no, they fucking scammed you. They got over on you. That's fucked up. Da 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 da. Like, going off. She's like, you need to say something. You need to say something and see what's going on. And you filed your taxes with them again this year. They probably gonna try to get over on you again. Blah 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 blah. So I'm holding it in. This whole time, my cousin and my aunt Isabel still arguing, still going back and forth, still doing subliminals on Facebook, still doing all that other stuff. And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Like, so I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'ma just call her. So at this point, when they was going back and forth, my taxes for the new year that we had did still didn't come back. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, yo, she probably got my check and she deposited it in her account, because she doing shady shit like this anyway. Like, she doing shady shit. So that's what I was thinking. So I'm calling my cousin like, what's Aunt is like, we gotta call Aunt Isabel, like, what's the, give me the tax information. Like, I keep checking on it. I check on it, whatever like that, to see if it's sent. Cause in my head, I'm like, nah, she probably fucking took my check and put it in her account, and they cashed it or whatever like that in her account, because it's some shady shit that happened last year. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna call Aunt Isabel, and I'm like, can I the taxes still ain't come back yet? She was like, no, like, they just onto it or whatever like that. So they onto the fucking scam. So I'm like, I'll check on it, give me the information. She gave me the information. This time the check was probably like 5,000 something or 4,000 something, and she gave me the information, but it never dropped. So I was on the phone with my cousin one day, and I'm like, yo, I just feel like something shady going on. But what's going to happen is, if the IRS come to my door, I'm gonna let them know, like, I don't live down there, because this year all the stuff was at my aunt's address, and my aunt lived out of state. I'm like, I don't live down there. Like, how can that possibly be me? Like, if they, like, I'm gonna just let them know that wasn't me. And she's like, oh, you can't do that. That's gonna get Aunt Isabel in trouble. I'm like, I don't care. She did shady shit to me last year, so I don't give a fuck. Like, if they come knocking, I'm gonna let them know. So she's like, you can't do that. Like, you cannot do that, Mariah. You can't do it. I'm like, listen, I don't care, because I thought some shady shit was going on. I hang up with her, and I think maybe an hour later, my Aunt Isabel called me on the phone, very upset, like, as to why I would, like, say that, like, why. She got information from my cousin saying that I said that she's shady, and she was trying to keep my money, and she don't know why I don't know why she doing that to me. If the IRS call, I'm gonna give them her name, blah 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 blah, like, going off saying all this other stuff. So I start saying, like, well, I said X, Y, and Z, blah 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 blah, and I said it is because cousin whoever told me that you told her to only give me $1,200 out of this check when the whole check was supposed to be mine, and only y'all two was gonna get cut. She told me that you had made up this whole plan to tell me that's all I'm supposed to get, and they have another man, that y'all have another man that this money is going to. So my Aunt Isabel was like, what? She told you that? So I'm like, yes, she told me that. She was like, you know what? I'm a three-way her. Don't say nothing. So this is when I knew. This is the part where I knew, like, that side of my family is a little bit shady, or was a little bit shady. Everybody changed. That was like 4 years ago. People change all the time. Everybody's evolving. So I don't think that they're these people now. But that situation let me know how to be more cautious. So she was like, don't say nothing. I will three-way her, and I just want to hear what she got to say. So we end up three-waying her. I mute the phone. This whole time Jose laying in the bed looking at me like annoyed at the fact that I even got myself in this situation. Annoyed. We three-way her. I mute the phone. I'm not saying anything. So she talking to her. She's getting all the information. This whole time, I hear my cousin like, what? I didn't say that. Like, I did not say that. I can't believe Mariah lying like that. Y'all, like, straight lying on me. And me and my cousin, we still have a good relationship. It's not as good as it used to be, but we had a really, really close relationship. Like, I was at her house almost every day. I think I lived at her house for a little while. Like, I was over there all the time. Like, that was my ace. We did everything together. And after this situation, I looked at her totally different. Like, we were so close. Like, I was calling her my sister. Like, that's how close we was. Like, that was my sister. That's what I was saying. Like, that's how it was. So to hear her on the phone saying all this, and then my aunt to say, Mariah, you hear her? If you could, girl, if you could hear her say that, like that drop in her voice when she was like, oh, Mariah, you hearing this? I unmuted the phone. I said, so, such and such, you really gonna sit up in here and tell me that you ain't say, Aunt Isabel said give you $1,200, tell me that you giving this man such and such, and y'all taking your cut, but really y'all split, y'all, Aunt Isabel took whatever she was gonna take and gave you $500? So you ain't say that? She was like, no. I said, good God motherfucking mighty. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I was so shocked. Like, I am still shocked. I couldn't believe that she said no, like, and I'm thinking it was with a straight face, even though I couldn't see her face, but it sounded like it was with a straight face. So I'm like, really? Then she goes on to say, I don't have time for all this drama. Like, y'all three-way me. I got this going on. I got that going on. And she started crying. And me being the person I am, how I feel about family, I'm like, listen, I don't want nobody crying. If y'all did that, it is what it is. I just know better from now on. And my aunt Isabel like, no, like if this was said, like, now you got people looking at me crazy. You got Mariah looking at me crazy. Like, I'm some type of fucking scammer, da-da-da-da-da. So, I'm like, listen, I don't want nobody crying. You can stop crying. It is what it is. Like, I don't even care. Like, I'm gonna just get off the phone. I'm done with it. So my aunt Isabel's like, I'm done with it too. My cousin hung up. My aunt Isabel turned around and called me 2 minutes later. 2 minutes later on the phone. And we talking. And she like, oh, she calling me right now. She's like, I'm not answering the phone for her. I'm not answering the phone for her. So she like, honestly, Mariah, everything is out. And you want to know how I know she a liar? Because I did say that to her. Like, I did say do that or whatever like that. This, that, and third. I apologize. She was like, I apologize. We should have never did that to you. But it wasn't like that. You were supposed to get. This is where the problem was. I was supposed to get, from what my aunt Isabel said, I was supposed to get like half of the check, which would have been like $2,300. And then they were supposed to split the other half. But my cousin gave me $1,200 and told me that the man was supposed to be getting X, Y, and Z. And she was getting $500 and my aunt was getting the rest. So she's like, you want to know how I know that she lying and you telling the truth? Because I did tell her to take X, Y. Like, she's like, I did tell her to do that. Like, I did tell her to give you a certain amount. And we split the rest or whatever like that. Like, but the amount that I gave her, the amount that she was supposed to get is more than $1,200. My aunt was confused as to why I only got $1,200. I hope y'all following me. It was like a tangled fucking web that we weaving, okay? So the whole time I'm on the phone with my aunt, my cousin still calling her. She said, I'm not answering the phone for her because all she do is lie and bring other people into the lie and blah, 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 blah. I said, I'm hurt. Like, I'm gonna let you know right now, Aunt Isabel, I'm hurt. Like, I can't believe y'all would do that to me. Like, I can't believe somebody in my family would do that to me, because if you doing taxes for 10 people and each one of them pay you $500, why would you need to get more of my money and I'm your family? How does that make sense? Like, if you're doing taxes for 10 people, like that, you coming off, son. Like, you coming off. Like, I don't understand. Like, why you gotta fucking fuck me up over it? Like, I don't get it. But, I remember I didn't talk to them for like a minute. I didn't do my taxes with them after that, ever. Yeah. And that's how they scam me. Like, you will never know the truth with them. Like, you won't. I still don't know the truth. Because my cousin was, till this day, if I have a conversation with her, she would say it went this way. And if I have a conversation with my aunt, she would say it went that way. And I don't know who's lying. I don't know what the fucking truth is. I just know I got $1,200 but $1,400 because my cousin gave me an extra $200. And that's why I kind of stray on the side of believing my aunt, only because she gave me $1,200, then peeled another $200 off. And like, oh, he won't mind. He don't know how much the check is. So I kind of feel like they was meant to give me $1,200 and split the rest, and she gave me extra $200 out of her cut. I could be wrong, my aunt could be lying, but you will never know. The point of the story is, y'all my family and y'all screwed me over. that's it. That's the point of the story. And I love them. I love all my family. I don't hold grudges at this point in my life. Like, I'm about to be 27, 2.5 motherfucking kids. Like, I don't hold grudges. Like, it is what it is. But they did that. Those are facts. I know they watch my videos, so I don't want y'all to be mad. But if y'all get upset, it is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to, like, I didn't use y'all names. I'm not trying to be funny. This just happened to me, and I'm gonna tell my story. That's what it is. Those are all facts. All of my story times are facts. Like, I don't play that shit. Every one of my story times are real, and this is a real ass moment for y'all. Like, even family could fuck you over, but you could forgive them and just never trust them in that way again. Like, am I ever gonna trust my aunt or my cousin with some money of mine? No, but I still love them. I still love them. That's nothing. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's what happened. Is how my family fucking scammed the shit out of me. But it is what it is. That's another story time for you guys. Hope you guys like this story time. Comment down below if anybody in your family or your close friends ever did anything like this to you, because I want to swap stories. I want to know what's popping. I want to know what's going on. So if somebody in your family or a close friend ever did anything like this to you, let a bitch know. I love you guys that much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.